Hello and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4, the Underpowered US playthrough, and we are going to see if we can not wrap up this war with Venezuela. So yes, as you recall from the last episode, the plan is to surround the capital and then stay at war as long as it takes to do all our focuses that require us to be at war. So let's press right on. Fortune favours the bold, after all. I can't believe they haven't garrisoned their capital. It's hilariously bad play by the AI here. We don't actually need to go that way. We need to go that way and that way. Yeah, I'm pretty confident we can take over everything with the capital and they won't capitulate, because there's 5 victory points there and there's no victory points anywhere else left in the entire country. So I'm pretty confident. I'm not entirely certain though, so I'm a bit concerned. As soon as this battle ends, I want to redirect these guys from going down there to going over here and here. Nope. Nope, not quite. Another battle. And there we are. They can stay here. Oh, they really like reinforcing that place just there, don't they? It's odd. Okay, we're going to need a couple more troops over here. Oh yes, I should get this guy involved, really. Oh, he's on low experience. I'll switch him out and get him training up. Him as well. I'll switch him out and get him training up. I want all the army experience I can get my hands on. Oh yes, and now we've got that better experience, I'm going to put it in there, and obviously remove one. My standard infantry layout is always like that. Yep, looks good to me. Oh, guys ready to deploy? Or why aren't they deploying then? I've set it for them to be able to deploy. It says they're ready to deploy, and yet they're not. Oh no, there they go. Cool. Get them into their own little division, get them training. These guys going on. I'm not paying much attention down to Venezuela because I'm really not concerned. They don't start off in a very strong position, Venezuela. I can just push straight into their division in the mountains and win quite handily. Don't need you over there anymore because we've won all the battles we're going to fight on that sea tile. Equally, you could do better work one tile over. That kind of dark green and red, if you think that looks really nice, and I certainly do, and the air one as well, when you have your air superiority, it looks really good. That's the better strategic view mod. It's a great mod. I heartily recommend it to anyone. But yeah, it's a really good mod. It makes everything just clearer and bolder and much nicer to read, I think. I think it also changes the text on victory points, so I'm not sure of that one. Keep pushing in. Looks like we've almost surrounded the capital now. There's synthetic oil experiments. Cool. Okay, so I just want to start with, we're just going to want 1 or 2 of these factories. Obviously, to finish up the factories that already have progress, as always. Did I do that right just then? Yes, good. Next research, it's 7. What research? I never use anti-tank or anti-air. I don't know if that's a terrible idea. Maybe now they've got loads of production efficiency over there, they're going to produce enough tanks, so that's going to be a mistake. We'll have to see. I'm going to start researching some tanks. One of the main reasons I don't do anti-tank is that you get quite a lot of piercing out of your medium tanks, and I like to have medium tanks in every division. Since we're an industrial powerhouse, maybe we should go heavy tanks. Problem is that requires chromium, and we don't have chromium. And we're never going to have chromium, pretty much, ever. We're always going to have to trade for it, and I don't like trading. You know, you want to avoid it where you can. So let's go for, we'll go down this one, then this one. And this is the one that we're actually going to produce. We're not going to produce any light tanks. Light tanks have their uses, but I don't use them for them. It's the long and the short of that. They're quite handy for speedy manoeuvring tactics, but basically I don't do that early on in the game, and when I do, I find I can get enough work out of my medium tanks, which are pretty fast, even though they are slower than the fast tanks. The light tanks, excuse me. Okay, there we go. Capital surrounded. I'll deploy any spare divisions to this line over here. How's your training coming along? Very nice. All trained up. And you? All trained up. Put you in the ports one. Nice. Got a big deficit of artillery, I assume. Yes, indeed. But the deficit really doesn't matter because we're not desperately trying to defend ourselves or anything like that. Oh, spare guy up there. Cool. I'll redeploy him down here. Cool, so the other good thing about this is they're going to attack out, and that's going to give our men training. They are basically practice. Might as well also practice with the Air Force. Let's put some close air support in here, and just some fighters. The problem is, and I'm going to make them only go in the day, I don't want them to fly too many missions because they will start crashing on landing and takeoff. I believe it's landing and takeoff. It might just be landing or takeoff. I'm not entirely certain. So yeah, I'm not gonna put all my planes down there. But yeah, just a bit to get some air superiority would be appreciated. Let's wait until we get that before we start pushing down here. In fact, are those in? No, those are in Amazonas. So I need to set them down here. And there we go. See that beautiful bold green? It looks much nicer than vanilla, I think. So we'll push in there and here, and they've got 0. They can't resist because they have 0 organisation, so we can just clean them up with a single division. In fact, I'm going to do it with a single division just for the humour factor of it. There we go. One division is just going to charge through, and missed a province down there. I'll have one of these guys sort it. There we go. Yeah, in fact there's no point having these guys anymore. Might as well redeploy them back up here because there's not going to be the fights if you watch them. So see, as soon as this guy arrives, see, I mean, you probably missed it. He already won the fight with this guy. You can see there's no green bar. They've 0 organisation because they've 0 supplies. I like that it's realistic like that. It doesn't just weaken them. Okay, go on, Japan. Make it so I can take the focuses. Declare war. Bang. Oh, that's Shaanxi. They have to be at war with someone big, I think. Nope, there we go. War propaganda. Yes! Our people don't want to send their children to die in another war. Cowards. But many politicians see the need for an intervention. Propaganda to demonise the enemy and call for open conflict may not be only a tool for tyrants. Oh, that's a really... I like that. That sounds very, very kind of self-aware. I'm not going to do it with one division. It'll take too long. Let's just wrap this up. Just because it takes a long time to move through this low infrastructured forest down here. Japan to level on China. Oh no! World tension's not 15%. We have generated -18. How? Hopefully puppeting these guys will generate some world tension. We need it to be 25 so we can do this. Darn. Well, hopefully they'll make the People's Republic of China and Shaanxi capitulate really quickly. Look, Shaanxi's not been annexed by the PRC either. I swear Shaanxi used to always get annexed by the PRC. Hopefully these guys capitulating will cause some... and China hasn't annexed all its puppets yet. Oh, there they go. Not its puppets, sorry. Okay, there's the annexations. So we really want these guys to capitulate as soon as possible to cause some world tension. Can we send volunteers? No, we need 70%. Hopefully some people will send some volunteers to that war so that... Oh, they pushed out. Ooh, good job. It's not going to help you though, I'm afraid. Ooh, one province still down there. How many Venezuelans gave their lives for this war, precisely? Only 15,000, it's not too bad. They probably think it's quite bad, if I had to guess. Reinforce that attack, reinforce that attack. Use switch to a support attack. Great. Have you guys finished training? No, not yet. Lots more coming out. Oh, I can add more. Cool. I'm going to keep that maxed out, basically, because I don't mind about having low equipment, because we don't need any equipment much at the moment. So yeah, I'm just going to have these guys spread in to this. So I can redeploy to here. The reason they're moving so darn slowly is there was one infrastructure down here, which is the minimum, I believe. Are we going to get any resistance down here once these guys move out? I don't know. Let's see. No, it's fine. Oh no, divisions in state still. Ah, this guy. Oops, I've turned on the day-night cycle. Don't want that. I could be risky and launch attacks at these guys and then immediately cancel them after I almost win, and then launch attacks and then almost win and then not, and so on and so on and so on. But I think that's too risky, so I'm not going to do that. Good, none of those planes have crashed. Another close air support anyway. Okay, there we go. Any resistance here now? Still no. Good. Okay, so I'm just going to leave those guys to it. Our balanced surround there should hold them easily. There's the interwar artillery. Fantastic. What else do I want to get? Maybe I should do some doctrine. Yeah. If there's nothing else pressing, I'm going to do some doctrine for naval. And I'm going to do all the carrier ones first, because they're fantastic. I think I want to produce, after these two synthetic refineries, I'm going to produce some more military factories. We need some more military factories. Oh good, something that did cause world tension. What was that? Date. Manchukuo joined, Soviet Union sent 8 divisions to China. Yeah, that caused a lot of world tension. But come on, please, PRC, just surrender. Or Soviet Union, send some divisions to them as well. Oh, they already are. Okay, fair enough. Okay. Looks like Japan's pushing relatively well. Okay, there's war propaganda. What does that do again? Oh yes, we go to volunteer-only war of that. Fantastic. Oh, I can do it anyway. Oh, what happened? What just happened? Oh, Italy claimed Yugoslavia. That is such perfect timing. Great. That means we can go to just isolation rather than total isolation, or whatever it's. What's it called? Undisturbed isolation. Okay, cool. So let's do that. If you ever see me ignoring the fact that I have a focus unset, that's because remember, you can store up to 10 days of focus points. So if you set it, after 9 days, you don't lose anything. Or after 10 days, indeed, you don't lose anything. Lend-lease tension limit minus 15%. Now, I'm going to be honest, I intend to not lend-lease anyone anything, ever. Because I feel like I am best at deciding what happens to my equipment. I don't think very controversially. I'm better than the AI, so I'm not going to let them decide what happens to my equipment. They really like attacking into these guys, don't they? And there's a marsh here. Ooh, and they're almost even doing it. Alright, let's bring some of these guys down. 2 of them, just so we have 3 on every border province. There we go. We're going to need to hold these guys in this pocket for a while. But yeah, if I really needed to, I could launch a counterattack. Right. Yeah, they're just throwing lives away. Might as well call in Venezuela. Sorry, the Philippines. I mean, why not? I guess. Okay, right. So let's cancel a couple of these and let's train these. Okay, so we can train them, and it takes only 1,000 of our manpower to train a 9,000 manpower division. I don't know, crucially, if it's our manpower or their manpower that reinforces when they die, which is quite a significant thing not to know. Can we train it as a separate... Yeah, it looks like we can. Cool. Okay, so I'm going to train up a bunch of those. No, I'm not. I'm going to wait until I can add the... Oh, I can do it now. Okay, there's the artillery. There's the extra artillery. Take one of those out. Add in support artillery. And wait a couple of days so that I can add in some recon companies too. And then we'll do it. And we won't put a field hospital in here, in these ones, because I don't particularly care if the Filipinos' manpower dies. Sorry to be brutal, but we're playing on very hard difficulty. Okay, so this is a colonial... Oops, spelled that wrong. No, I mean, didn't capitalise. Colonial division. Fabulous. And they are reserve quality. We're not going to give them as much priority for reserve. No, we'll have them on default. Our normal guys on hard. No. Let's just have it default. That's fine. Okay, and yeah, let's train up a bunch of them. There we go. Just 1 round though. Perfect. Alright, here come our extras. There we go. That muddy looking thing on the ground you can see is indeed mud with some huge tire tracks in it, which is a horrendous thing. It gives huge penalties to attack, and it causes lots of attrition if you try and move through it. In fact, speaking of, let's not move through it. There we go. Any of you guys getting experience? A bit on some of these guys. Let me guess, you're in this province? Yes, he is. So come on, attack out. Give me some experience. Oh, you know what? I am going to risk it. Okay, once this guy arrives... Oh, blimey, that's a powerful attack you have there. Okay, there's our motorised, so let's go straight on to field hospitals. And we're going to need to start producing some motorised. Quite a bit of it, in fact. Bump that up to the top. Let's bump that down to the bottom of the infantry equipment. Let's hide these, because we don't need to see them all the time. Have I produced... we're up to 6 carriers. I'm going to go up to 9, I think. So they are attacking. Now let's slow down time and attack in. And then when it gets to 80, we cancel the attack. Alright, there's prepare intervention. Great. So we are now significantly better off in terms of isolation. 10% better off, basically. So now we can use far more of these factories for actual production. Alright, the giant wakes is the next one. And then we're going to need military production. Which one should we do first? This one gives 5 military factories, but this one gives civilian economy. This one, I think. The Anschluss of Austria. Oh, cowards. Should have fought back and allied with Italy and taken over Hungary. Rookies. Rookies. So yes, I'm going to do this whole attack in, wait a couple of days, cancel the attack. Just to build up some army experience and to get some experience on these guys. Although really I should just let them attack out, because it looks like they are going to keep attempting to attack out, and we get plenty of experience from that, with less casualties, mark you. Ooh, where did you come from? Green division down here. Oh, is that where I have them set to deploy? I should probably have them set to deploy up here, really, yeah. Oh yes, these colonial divisions, you have to deploy in the place where you've recruited them from. So we're going to have to deploy these guys over here. Which is fine, actually. We can use these as the guys that will defend the Philippines for us. Yeah, that'll be good. Okay. Alright, let's do another attack. Just risk it. Oh, stop. See, that was close. That was too close. I shouldn't have done that. Alright, prepare intervention is now minus 15%. Can you see in your rules when you can... No, you can't. There really should be somewhere where you can see like a summary of here's when you can declare war, here's where you can lend lease, here's where you can, etc, etc. That'd be very helpful. So yeah, they technically still have control of this province because they have most of the victory points, because they have all the victory points, which is why they have enough factories to keep actually maintaining these troops. Good, still haven't taken... Have we taken any losses? No, we have bombed lots of enemy troops, which is good. Now I want to add in recon companies into our main divisions, that would be good. Next tank. Oh wait, was that a 99? 39? No, it's 36, that's fine. Oh, it's 38. That's a year we do industry, isn't it? Nope, 39. Panic over. Thought we need to switch that, because we need to do all the industry research as soon as physically possible. Because it gives you huge payoffs over time if you do it as soon as you can. Okay, how's training coming? No one's unexperienced here, are they? No, not here. Good. Cool. I like the song. There's mobile defense, great, and as I said, we're going to go with dispersed support to give more of a bonus to our line artillery, as opposed to our support artillery, the other side, because I think we're going to just have... There's, the simple fact is we're going to have more line artillery than support artillery. And the giant wakes is fantastic. So it gets us out of this horrendous isolation. And let's just go down here. Oh, we need to do this one as well. Darn it. We need to do 2 more while we're at war. Does this one have to be at war? Yeah, we're going to have to do 3 more while still at war. I'm going to be honest, Venezuela. You're going to be there for a while. But see, it's costing us nothing, really, to do this. It only gains us stuff, in fact. We should have a field marshal in charge of our... Oh, do we want supply consumption or match entrenchment? And this guy's a level higher. I think we want... Okay, he's going to be our main guy, so I'll put him in charge of guarding ports. Max entrenchment is good for guarding ports, so... The giant wakes, fantastic. Okay, so that's giving us a significantly better civilian economy law. We're now on to civilian economy, which is what everyone else starts at, for goodness sake. But for us, that's really powerful, because now we've got, what is that, 30, 50, about 45 factories. That's pretty good. So do you want to do this first, which gives us more conscription, and we can send volunteers at a lower tension? Or do we want to do military construction? 5 more military factories, I don't think I can turn that down. When can we send support to China? Because we definitely want to do that. Do votes really change anything? We're democracy. We're the arsenal of democracy. We can't send volunteers until 50%. If we take that focus, that brings it down to 30%. So if we get 4 more percent, which would probably come from these guys capitulating, then we can send help to China. And I would really like to send help to China. I always do. It makes Japan... If you can make China win this war, Japan is so much easier to take out because it's just their island. And also, it's a great opportunity to train your troops. So what are we short? Towed artillery. Yeah, fair enough. Okay, we're going to bump that. So we're about to get 5 factories, so let's put 3 of them into motorised, 1 of them into towed, and 1 of them into infantry. That looks good to me. Areas with no mission? What are you on about? Oh, it's because the fleets have no mission, so the carriers think they have no mission. Up to 7. In combat? Venezuela's actually trying to ship stuff around the place. It's rather foolish of you, considering what a huge number of subs I have around the place. That's good, we get some experience for our submarines. Although experience taking out a couple of undefended convoys isn't the most useful in the world, but oh well. No matter. Do you actually get experience for taking out convoys? Maybe you only get experience for taking out proper fleets, I don't know. Let's just have a look through here. Yeah, it doesn't look like they got any experience for that. That's a shame. Oh well. Okay, Basic Infantry Division, we want you to have recon companies. Great. That gives you instant... I haven't talked about this. Reconnaissance is quite useful. It lets you... you know, sometimes you're going to see a 5 here. Sometimes you see a question mark, okay? When you have a question mark, that means you've got 2 low reconnaissance. Units with recon divisions next to them is going to make it... You have a higher chance of seeing what the enemy has. Oh no, should have done that much earlier. So recon units are good in that sense. They also help you pick better tactics in battle. I have no clue how significant they are. That is a confused boat. I've no clue how successful they are, how useful they are at making you pick better tactics. If it's like 100% of the time you get like a, I don't know, 4% bonus to your tactics or what. I don't know how it works at all. There's nowhere that I can find in the game that explains that, unfortunately. You 3 actually should deploy out to some of these ports. They need defending. Here, and is there anyone up here? No, and here. Where are these guys with low experience? Oh, because I added in the support equipment, of course. So you 2 practice by attacking here. And there we go. Back up to trained. Perfect. Sorry, regular. These guys, once they've stopped moving, I'm going to set to actually do some proper exercise. Where are you off to? Really? Oh right, yeah, because they're trying to go to Alaska. Okay, that's probably a sensible route actually. I shouldn't insult them. Yes, powering through these now. That's fantastic. We are indeed an industrial giant once we can get all our factories being used. I like the idea of doing lots of civilian factories early because it just gets, you know, that snowball effect. It just gets really going. I'm going to attack him with just 2 divisions and see if we can win with 2. We can, looks like. Good. Because that's slower, so there's less chance of me accidentally winning. But just to get that bonus experience, it's always good. It's always good. Okay, here comes military construction. Marvellous. Gives you some army experience as well, that's nice. I did deploy 5, didn't I? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I didn't. Okay. Some more artillery. There it is, military construction. Great. We need to do both of these. Let's do this one first. Get some more military factories. And I don't think the... Oh, they are getting quite close to getting the People's Republic of China down. As soon as they surrender, we want to have already done this one, so that we can send volunteers to China. These guys are stalled because of artillery and support equipment. Right, okay. Will England lend-lease us already, by the way? Just because we're such nice guys. Oh no, we can't do that till 50% world tension. We are going to request lend-lease from everyone. Probably get it from quite a lot once we're actually at war with Germany. Cool. Okay, 3 military factories. First ones we've actually produced ourselves. I want 1 more of those. Let's just set it how I'm going to want it. I'm going to want lots of them, a few more of them, a few more of them. Looks good. And maybe at the end of it all you can put one more into each of those, because we do look like we have a deficit on naval bombers. Actually, yeah, I want more of these than these, because we're deploying quite significantly more naval bombers than we are fighters. Cool. Yeah, these colonial divisions are not doing so well in terms of training up, because they haven't got nearly enough equipment. Just 2 more projects and then we can finish taking out Venezuela. And yes, I do want to keep them as a puppet, because it means we'll be able to use their manpower, which would be great. The later we can wait before we have to go up to service by requirement, adult serve and scraping the barrel, the better. But to be fair, for us, once we've got rid of this and we're on extensive conscription, we have a lot of people to play with. There are a grand total of 129 million people in our cause. That is a huge number. Signal companies, incidentally, give you initiative, which is another thing I haven't talked about. This gives you a 20% bonus to the chance of reinforcing into a battle. I believe it's multiplicative, not additive. Additive would be crazy. And it gives you 20% faster planning speed. Or it might be a 20% multiplicative bonus on planning speed. We'll check when we actually get some. I don't know that one, actually. Embarrassed to say. Garrison Brigade? What is this? Why has that appeared? Oh, I don't want them. Cavalry, this is going to be our MPs. We're going to have to strip out some cavalry. Actually, it'd be cheaper to build a new one, so I'm going to delete that one. The logic behind that, incidentally, was that we had to take out 5 cavalry and take out 2 support equipment, which will cost more than adding in 5 cavalry and adding in 1 support equipment thing. So how are you guys doing on your democracy? It's building up, it looks like. Cool. Not many of these guys will, in fact, join the Allies, but again, there's USACE projects, good. So now we can do limited intervention, and then we'll be able to do arsenal philosophy, which gives you lots more military factories. But yeah, so that'll be good, so that once the PRC capitulates, we can help China out. Looks like they're holding off naval invasions pretty well. That's impressive. Did you get any progress towards Invader at all? No, that's a shame. Well, let's swap you out for the guy we're actually going to be using. September. Shall I go straight for one of these? No, it's too early. Let's do these. As soon as it hits 39, I am going to switch over to the industrial ones. Oh, sorry, just knocked my pop filter there. Okay, well, not much movement in this episode, but we have made huge strides, so it may not look like it in terms of economy. We are much better off than we were before. So I'm going to call it apart there. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.